is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into, our Fearless beer review. We usually get into vinyl stuffs, but really in the end, this week it's just going to be two dudes shitting around. That's what we're doing. This is late in the day right now. We're recording on a Wednesday night. We usually don't do Wednesday nights, and this is the World Series just ended. The LA Dodgers just won the World Series.
The Doyers,
they just won the World Series. So by the time you listen to this on Tuesday night, or whenever you listen next week, it's going to be long over. But we just witnessed the Doyers beating the Yankees in the World Series 2024.
The Doyers and the Yankees.
So let's just get into the Fearless beer review. We'll just jump into that first. Sound good?
Yeah.
As you're fucking around on your phone, but that's fine.
I'm trying to untap this thing, but it's giving me the wrong one.
Fucking.
I have this. Divine Funkin' Nugs from Divine Barrel Brewing.
Okay. Never heard of it. Where's that brewery at?
I don't know if I've had this before because someone bought two of them, I thought. But it's from, I don't think I've had this. It's from Indiana, or 450 North Brewing Companies in Columbus, Indiana.
Columbus, Indiana. I didn't know there was a Columbus, Indiana.
I feel like I've had this before because we'd have talked about how stupid it is for big cities to also be in other states that aren't, like Columbus shouldn't only be in Ohio, not in Indiana.
Moscow should only be in Russia, not in Idaho. Or Iowa or whatever. It's Idaho.
Idaho shouldn't even be a fucking existence.
Shouldn't even be a fucking state or anything.
Nothing. Worst thing ever.
All right. Since today was kind of touch and go, it was kind of a game time decision whether or not we were going to pod. I didn't get any special beer. So I just got a Coors Light. Coors Light,
baby, cold Rockies.
Yeah, the Rockies are still blue in the can right there. You see right there? Still blue. No lime, though, because I'm not a monster like you. So that's what I got. Nothing crazy, nothing special. But, tried and true. Tried and true Coors Light.
This is pouring the color of this looks like
urine.
He looks like pee, but the kind of pee where you haven't really drank anything all day. And maybe you've been eating a lot of food and you just forgot to drink with the food. And it's just that.
So it's almost like brown.
Solid color. Yeah.
That's so gross.
Yep. I got a metal cup today too.
Metal cup. Okay. That's kind of not classy, but okay. So you ready to start drinking then?
Yeah. That's why I'm pouring. I'm not pouring for my fucking health, am I? Thank you. Here you go.
Here we go.
Oof.
All right, there you go.
That's a strong one.
So what would you rate your beer based off of our world famous 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer, you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer, but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. What would you give yours? Go.
So this is kind of interesting. This is a West Coast, so this is super dry, and it tastes super fucking dry. But it smells really fruity.
Okay.
Drive-by fruiting. Yeah, it smells very fruity, and I don't taste any of that. I just taste straight fucking pine cones. But it's 8%, so I'm kind of happy with that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I assume you've been drinking while you were watching the game.
I'm the first beer I've had.
No, it's not bullshit.
It is.
Okay, I've had a couple already. Watching the game
because I didn't know if we are gonna do the Potter night. So I was like, if we're not gonna do the Potter night, if we're not gonna do the pod tonight, then I'm just gonna go today without drinking.
Fair. It's fair. Yeah.
But then we did.
So
and I'd known we were gonna do the pod for sure. Then I would have started drinking already.
Yes, it was a game time decision. So what would you rate that beer out of our 3-point rating system?
Oh God, never mind. That's gross. That's thick. Wow, you taste 8% of that one. That's not masking anything. That's gross. So, friend of the pod, Sloan, tried this. I'm looking at his Untappd right now. He gave us a 4.25 out of 5.
Of course he did. Out of 5, yeah.
And his thing says so fresh and so clean, which annoys me because I know he doesn't fucking know what that is. This is gross, dude. This is not good.
So you gonna dump it, or are you gonna?
Yeah, it's getting dumped. Oh God.
So a 0.5 out of 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is fucking nasty. I should have known when it came out pea colored and fucking yellow. Oh my god, that's bad.
Okay, all right. So 0.5 out of 3. My Coors Light, 2.25 out of 3. Solid. There you go. What is that?
I need sweet nectar as backup.
Michelob Ultra, the wateriest beer ever, the most watered down beer you could possibly drink.
God, that's delicious.
There's a lime. So yeah, 2.25 out of 3 for my Coors Light. I don't know. Actually, real quick before we jump into the World Series,
here we go.
I listened to Avenged Sevenfold's "Life Is But a Dream" on vinyl. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I swear that record is probably one of the best records that's been put out in the last 10 years. Like, it's a top 5. That is a top 5 record, man. It is so fucking good.
You make somebody mad with that one.
That's fine. It's great. It's just a great prog record. That's what it is. It's a fucking prog record. It's fantastic.
I haven't listened to it a lot or in a long time either. So I'll probably do it on Friday night.
You definitely should
listen to it. I will do it on Friday night.
It's just so exciting.
Starting a new game. Yeah.
What game are you starting?
Disco Elysium.
Oh yeah, that's right. That game, Switch game.
That game.
That
guy. Yeah.
So let's get into the World Series. Like I said.
Oh,
is that better? You feeling better now?
So much better.
You're not as fussy anymore.
That was fucking gross.
Yeah.
Blah.
Sounded gross.
Anyway,
World Series 2024. Yankees versus Doyers. Doyers beat them. What was it? 4-1. You know, or the game. I mean, series wise, not
the series.
The
best of seven. Dodgers first one to win 4. They're up 3-0, and the Yankees won last night. And then today was the Dodgers had a chance to close it out. They were trailing by 5 runs, and we were just because I was ready to throw it in. I was like, nah, man. Like if they're just gonna get blown out, like I'm not gonna fucking wait up for that. But you just never know. Yeah. As Mike says, you don't script October, baby. You can't do it. It's wild out there. And sure enough, man, they came back. And I'm not a Dodger fan, really. I really don't like them that much. I think their fans are absolute garbage, absolute trash.
They're the worst.
Don't give a fuck.
Worst fans.
The fucking worst. I hate LA. Southern California is not much better. But the only team that I hate more than the Dodgers is the fucking Yankees. Tell you that much right now. I won't hear anything about it. Yeah. Tell you that. I hate the Yankees, and everybody should hate the Yankees. They're easily dislikable because they've long paid for their trophies. They cover things up. They hire the worst managers that are fucking assholes, and it's just gross. So I don't like the Yankees.
I looked it up today as well, and seeing who won the most World Series over time. And Dodgers have only won 8 World Series, and they've been a team since 1883. They've only won.
Do you know how many the Yankees have won?
27. So the drop off is like the Yankees have won 27, and I think like the St. Louis have won like
Dodgers
16, and then Athletics won 9. Giants and Dodgers are tied at 8 now. It's just, and then there's a couple other. The Red Sox have won like 12. But yeah, I mean the Yankees are just so far ahead. But it's just crazy to me that there are a lot of teams in baseball, but I mean, for the Dodgers to only have won 8 of them, only 8 in over 100 years, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
There's like a lot of teams that have never even been to the World Series, and there's teams that have never won, but there's teams that have never even been. That's wild. Yeah. 27, like fucking the Yankees, man, good lord, and it's like, ugh. Like in my heyday when I really, really got into baseball and I was just like obsessed with it was probably 2000 to like 2012. That's like before the Angels won the World Series, and then kind of like when I became more of an adult, I was like, man, I just don't have time to follow every fucking game. And I was betting a lot on sports too in Vegas. Whenever we go out there, I always put a bunch of bets down. But it was just like the Yankees, dude, and I hate A-Rod, and I fucking just hate that organization with a passion.
You like Derek Jeter?
Love Derek Jeter. Yeah. Love Derek Jeter. Yeah. Fuck him. Good. Fuck off, Yankees. And they're stupid ass fucking fans. Not that the Dodger fans are much better again.
Yeah.
But Yankee fans have been doing this long before Dodgers fans have been annoying. Yankees fans have always been annoying.
They're trying to steal.
Dodgers fans have only been annoying for like 10 years.
They're stealing the ball out of Mookie Betts' glove.
I mean, that's
that was like it was.
I expect that from a Yankee fan, absolutely through and through. If he didn't do that, he would get booed.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
So, fuck that. But man, what a game. It was such a good game. This whole series has been amazing. And just
Yeah, it was good. It's been good.
Baseball's the best. Baseball is literally the best sport on earth.
It's not.
Facts.
Soccer is, but okay.
It is not. Baseball, I'm going to tell you why baseball is so much better than soccer is because baseball is an actual team sport where one guy cannot carry the team.
True.
One person cannot make the team number one.
It's true.
Like basketball, throw that out the fucking window because LeBron clearly made the Cavs better, and after he left, they fucking sucked big butthole, right?
Yeah.
Soccer, same thing. You put one extraordinary guy on a team, and he's going to carry that team. Maybe not win a championship, but he'll carry that team for sure.
I get it.
Football, you get a great quarterback, he'll carry that team.
Tom Brady, yeah.
And hockey's not a sport, so who cares? But baseball, man, baseball truly is the definition of like team sport. Like everyone needs to work together in unison to achieve that goal.
I mean, look at it.
It's just absolutely
the
amazing.
last like 4 years with the Angels, the Anaheim Angels, they had Shohei Ohtani and they had Mike Trout, arguably the two greatest players in the last 30 years. And yet they barely even made it to the playoffs. Barely made it to the playoffs.
Made the playoffs like once.
That's crazy.
That's fucking sad.
And that goes to show you that, yeah, it's very much an all-team sport.
The payroll for the Dodgers and the Yankees is over $500 million. That's how much money they spend on their players. So,
God,
makes sense.
And that shit's really annoying too. Like, your organization has essentially, unlimited amount of money to spend on players, so they're going to build the best team that money could buy. And it's like, damn, dude, you just don't want to root for them at that point. Because it's just it's almost tough. Like it becomes too easy for the team. That's why the Dodgers have fucking been in the playoffs every year for the last maybe 8-9 years now. Because they've had so much money thrown out there.
It's a lot of money too, and it's crazy. And I don't understand like why. Like they got to do something about that stadium. That stadium is garbage, and the parking situation is garbage, and it's on top of that fucking hill, and like shit rolls downhill, and there's always stabbings, fights. Just like, dude, come on, boys. Like you make all this money, you can't hire extra security just to be there.
Yeah, I've never been to that stadium. Surprisingly, I've never been there.
It's iconic, but
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
But whatever. So yeah, it was cool. It's a good World Series.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good World Series. I was happy.
I even went out and bought an antenna so I could watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's playing on local TV, local Fox 11. So.
And Fox is the fucking worst, man. They're so stingy with their fucking viewerness.
Yeah. Trying to stream,
how you view their things.
Trying to stream anything through Fox is such a pain in the ass. But luckily, it was local. It was on local channels. On a local channel. So yeah, I just bought an antenna for $15 and watched it for free. At that point,
I just cut my old coax cable and
I
stripped
know
apart the wires and made my own bootleg one.
I would have done that too, but I don't have any coax wire anymore. It all got thrown away when we renovated the house. So yeah,
you don't have like a tub or a drawer that's just full of like
it was all
miscellaneous
thrown out.
wires.
It was all thrown out because I mean at that point I thought I'm never going to need this. Coax cable is just like, it's old tech. It's old. Nobody uses coax anymore. And then, yeah.
It's true. Boom.
and then this. But anyway, see, it was $15 still for an antenna, whatever. It's not
what's crazy too is like the antenna, you get a lot of fucking stations with the antenna. Like it'll search and it'll pick up like 200 channels.
I got 164 channels. Yeah. I mean, a good probably 70% of them aren't even in English. I mean, you get all these Spanish, Korean, Japanese, it's cool, but and then you get like 5 QVC channels. Like, yeah, really 5 QVC channels. I really want to buy a fucking Christmas sweater from QVC for $70. Come on, because I did keep it on the QVC for like 10 minutes to see what they were selling, and it was literally a Christmas sweater.
Junk.
Literally a Christmas sweater. There's 3 ladies on there selling a Christmas sweater for I think it was like $40. Stupid. It's like handcrafted.
A little pricey.
Like shit.
A little pricey.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, antennas are great. I forgot. I haven't used an antenna since I was a kid. We used to like bootleg that shit. It's just crazy. We'd literally take old hangers and shit, like wire hangers, and use that as an antenna. That's literally what we do. Fuck.
That's all. I mean, that's all it's doing is just picking up a signal.
Yeah.
But it's just. I mean, I use them. I don't say often because a lot of like local sports out here. Because if I want to watch, because they're blacked out, and so if I want to watch it on one of the streaming sites, I can't. So I have to watch it on local TV. Mm-hmm. So I had an antenna when we first moved out here. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of boring talk.
Yeah, boring.
Anyway,
talk. Whatever.
Moving on.
I don't know, man. Do we really have anything
fucking antennas and shit out here? Who the fuck cares about fucking how we're picking up signals on our fucking television sets?
Like it's fucking 1992 or something like that.
It is kind of funny though. Like this thing you don't like lose, right? You don't lose the ability to. I almost said the ability, like the memory of sticking something into that coax thing on the back, where most people probably, I would say 10 years younger than us and then younger probably have no idea what that little coax
is for,
input is for. And it's like, yeah, you just stick something in there and fucking get reception. I really do it. Because I remember watching like it was like a Mr. Beast video or something where he bet these guys that they could stay in this fucking room for like 3 days or something like that. And there was no TV, and there was a TV in the room, but it wasn't hooked up to anything. It was just plugged into the wall. And like there's nothing there. There's nothing to do in this room. And he bet, I don't know if it was Mr. Beast, but somebody bet. It was like a lot of money on the line. It was like a week or something. It was something fucking boring. And these guys, like, because they were kind of our age, and they took like the metal part off of like one of the dressers or something like that. There was like a metal overlay or something, and they ripped it off and like stripped it and cleaned it and stuck it in the coax and made like a makeshift antenna. And they got like 50 channels or something like that. And like, oh, this will be fucking easy.
Nice.
And the YouTubers like, what the fuck? What? How did you do that? I was like, oh my god. This makes you feel kind of old.
It does, yeah, absolutely. And then friend of the pod, Mike, I told him that I bought an antenna, and then he's like, "Well, how much does that cost a month to like subscribe to it?"
He's our age. What are you doing?
I mean,
your subscription.
That goes to show he grew up very in a wealthy home. He was a
bougie bitch.
Yeah, he was very bougie to the point when Mike and I moved in together. Tammy always brings this up to him too. When Mike and I moved in together in 2010, he asked Tammy, "How do you make ice?" Like he didn't know how to make ice. He just would always go to the refrigerator and it would spit ice out. He didn't know you would put it in a tray of water and put it in the freezer and wait for it to freeze and then use it. He didn't know how to make ice cubes.
Okay, that's something. That's wild, though.
Tammy loves telling that story.
That's a real bougie bitch right there. Like, you don't make your own ice cubes.
That's good.
That's something.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything else to talk about? This is a shorty.
All I really got.
Shorty.
I didn't listen to any vinyl. I was busy. Yeah. I was a busy boy this weekend. I had fucking shit to do every goddamn night.
And that's why we're doing this. We're recording this episode 2 days later than we normally do. Because we've been busy boys.
Than we normally do.
Busy boys. Busy boys. So, I don't know. This is a good little warm-up.
That's all I got.
Good little warm-up. 2 days shitting around. Now we're going to get into the main episode. Bad Religion, raking all the records, getting into how could hell be any worse. Or be any worse. So keep listening.
The rankings will be worse. How could hell be any worse? Yeah, the rankings. That'll be fucking worse.
All right. Thanks for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars to all your friends. And that's it. That's all. Big bits.
Big hurts.